So here's another problem that it looks like three students have attempted but not successfully, so maybe they're stuck. Identifying errors. I love this problem. It's fantastic. We do something with this that we couldn't do if we just use a textbook. Basically, it puts you, the student, into the role of coach and helps you think differently. So let's look at it. We've got to find problems with this. So each time the direction is the same. If there's no mistakes here, just put no mistake, no big deal. If there is a mistake, we click the first one, the first mistake we see, fix it, and then move on. So let's see if we have a mistake here. So the mass per unit, we'll start out with, here's my problem, and here's my solution for it, right? The mass per unit volume of a substance is defined to be its density. All right, so I see what's going on here. It looks like it's mass per unit volume. Here's my is defined to be its density. So I might say, normally I would put like D for density. And, right, I'm just going to move on as if I don't have any idea what's going on, right? So mass per unit volume is defined to be its density. Calculate the volume of a 4.7 kilogram. So I'm asking about the volume. I'm given the mass, and the mass is 4.7 kilograms. And its density is measured to be 567 grams per liter. Now, I don't really want to, I've got kilograms here and grams here, so I'm going to really quickly change this. I'm going to do a conversion real fast to make this grams really small. So if I make kilograms, its number is going to be, this is a big number, that's going to be smaller. It's going to be 0.567. I don't know if I'm going to need that or not, kilograms per liter, but now I've got kilograms and kilograms. All right, let's go look and see their solution. All right, so what they say is P is equal to mass per volume. And I said D, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. P works fine. That could be P instead of density, instead of D. And if so, that's going to be P. So I like that so far, so good. Okay, and then they say, well, let's rearrange for V. So I'm going to take this equation here, multiply both sides by V, divide both sides by P, and get M over P is equal to V. Yep, and that's what they have. So far, so good. And then looks like what they did was they substituted 4.7 for the mass, which we have, and 567 for the volume. And that would work, except the 567, these two would not cancel, right? The grams and the kilograms would not cancel, and they're saying you end up with liters. So this is a problem. Let's come here and say now, this is a problem. So, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to get here. They say fix it. Well, I'm going to say 0.567 and see if they give that to me. Check. Okay, they liked it. All right, so let's do one more. I wanted to keep this video short, but let's just do one more real quick. Same thing. I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, I've already read the instructions. Velocity is, okay. That's another challenge here, is that we're going to be using different letters for different things, right? Velocity is the distance it travels per unit time. Suppose the velocity of a gliding bird is measured to be such and such. 293, I think I used red for the real stuff, right? 293 centimeters per second, okay? And calculate the time it will take. All right, so we're supposed to calculate the time it will take. Oh, if the bird travels a distance, gotcha. A distance of 4.2 meters. Aha, okay, I see you got the same issue here. Centimeters and meters. So I'm going to convert this bottom one here to centimeters real quick. It probably doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter which one you fix, but I'm going to just, the easier one maybe is that. 4.2 meters is a lot of centimeters, so it's going to be 420. Well, not you know my deal. I'm going to keep that in a scientific notation. I'm going to say it's 4.2 times 100 times 10 to the 2 centimeters per second. Oh, Centimeters. Okay, now I've got centimeters, and that'll cancel out. Okay, now we're asked to solve for the time. So if I'm going to solve for the time, I'm going to take this equation here, and I'm going to rewrite it. Multiply both sides by t, divide both sides by v, and I get my time. Okay, so let's see if they have that. V is equal to d over t, and they've got s over t. Okay. Well, looks like they want me to use s instead of d for distance, so I don't have any problem doing that. I'll change that right now. And so that's legit then. V is equal to s over t. Yep. T is equal to s over v. That's my first where I solve for t. Yeah, that's good. Now, my temperature, or not temperature, time is going to equal to s, which is 4.2 times, that's meters though, over 293. Yeah, that's a problem. Same problem as we had last time. Yep, that's a problem. So let's change this to 4.2 times, well, can I use scientific notation over here? Yeah, I can. Let's do that. Let's make that times 10 to the 2. Okay, let's check that. All right. So I think you get the idea. You're supposed to take this. I recommend that you take this, interpret it in your own language first, and so then you can compare it to their notes. All right, hope that's helpful. Good luck.